Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we are going to be going in deep on what is your special person realizing about you. Now, I chose this especially because we just had Thanksgiving. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And as we are approaching the end of the year, I feel like this is a time where people truly and deeply reflect, right? They try to get clear. They try to be honest with themselves and their own hearts. And they try to find what is their true direction. What is it that they really want? So oftentimes a lot of realizations and a lot of truth hits people energetically, viscerally during this time. And it can lead to a lot of transformation and a lot of clarity. So that's why I want to see what realizations is your person having about you during this very highly energetically charged time. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Thank you so much to all of the new subscribers and to all of the people who have been part of this beautiful family. Thank you for being here, for your support, and you know that I absolutely love doing these readings for you. So as always, I always have 3 groups for you to choose from. I will show you the image on each card. I will also show you each crystal, and we will be assigning zodiac signs to each card. Or to each group. So you can pick from group number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick them all. Or some people like to choose their zodiac sign and their person's zodiac sign and combine those readings. There is no right or wrong answer. Be gentle with yourself. Just see what you feel intuitively guided to. But if you're at that place where you just want to have specific clarity on what's going on between you and your person, then I recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. It's my absolute favorite thing to do in the world. I cannot tell you how passionate I am about seeing you on video call, having that real one-on-one connection, and spirit powerfully answering your questions right there in real time. I feel like that is the best kind of reading you could ever have, and that is why I always encourage it. We can also video record that, so you have it indefinitely. You could watch it as many times as you want, and you would be shocked as to how much more you learn on each viewing. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is video recorded readings, which I always do. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. And for those of you who love to pull oracle cards at home, I've created 2 decks, the Twin Flame Oracle and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. This is my love deck that I use in every reading. This is my business, money, and career deck. Both are highly, highly rated on Amazon. You can get them with free shipping through Amazon FBA. And they are an amazing price now. I believe they're $15, lowest we've ever had. And these decks have more cards than any regular Oracle deck would. So this one is 77 cards, this one is 70. And I do have an announcement to make about these. Once these are done, I only have a limited amount left. I am no longer going to be offering them. So we've already sold over 10,000 of these decks. And unfortunately, over the years, to be brutally honest with you, because I always believe in being transparent with my audience, they are just too expensive to produce now. So as a small business, as a, woman entrepreneur, I have to be strategic in what I do. So once these are gone, they are gone. And I know that they have provided so much clarity and so much love to, again, over 10,000 people. So if you've always wanted these, this is the time to get them because it's the cheapest price and they are going away. Okay, so now go ahead and take a deep breath and let's see which of these you feel most guided to. So for group number 1, we have the land between and this image right here, as well as this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have roots of abundance, this image, this crystal. And for group number 3, we have Let It Go with this image and this crystal right here. Okay, let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. Group number 1, we have Pisces, Leo, Cancer, and Aries. For group number 2, we have Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. And for group number 3, we have Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini. Okay, so go ahead and make your choice, and we'll get started with group number 1. My beautiful group number 1 that chose this image right here, as well as this crystal, and Pisces, Leo, Cancer, and Aries. Let's see. What are they realizing about you and this connection? So we will start here with your oracle cards. And then we'll do your tarot. And stay with me till the end, because we'll be finding out who is your goddess spirit guide for this reading, and what is her special message for you. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Wow, divine feminine, yin feminine energy. Okay. This is a turning point, okay? The energy I'm getting in terms of what your person is realizing about you during this very, again, like I said in the introduction of this video, this is a very charged time. Between, at least in the United States, between Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year, it is a very energetically charged time where people are most likely to start getting real with themselves, especially if they've been lying to themselves. And I feel like this person has definitely been lying to themselves about many things, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised, given what's showing up through these cards, I almost feel like you have stopped negotiating with that nonsense. I feel like there's something in this person's life. You love them deeply, but there's something in their life that is a lie, okay? This person is living a lie in some part of their life. And whatever that lie or delusion or illusion that they're living in is poisoning the rest of their life, and it's poisoning their relationship with you. And I feel like they know now very clearly that you are stepping into your most powerful energy. And because you are evolving into your most powerful energy, they are realizing that they either have to stop the lie or lose you completely. Okay? They are realizing that they are in unknown territory here with you. Okay? And this unknown territory is their fear and panic around total loss. Okay? They are starting to feel that you've had so much patience with them. Okay? Have patience. You've given them every chance, every opportunity because you deeply love them. You have been so patient with the lies that they've been telling themselves, with the lie that they seem to be living in, with the delusions that they need to have to support their identity. Like, see, this person is living in some sort of delusion because if they were to get out of it, if they were to be honest with themselves and with you, there's some part of their identity that would disintegrate, that would crumble. And right now, it seems to be that even though they love you deeply and passionately, they're holding on to their identity more than they're holding on to you, because there's a fear of losing the whole structure of their life and what they've built their life around. That fear for now is greater than the risk of losing you. Not because they don't love you more, but because you have been very patient. And your patience and tolerance of their life structure or whatever they're going through, their challenges, has made them take you for granted, has made them has made them feel that they can just keep spinning like this, never coming to reality, never making a real decision, because you will always be there. Your patience is endless. This is what they have been thinking, that you love them so much that you will be willing to tolerate their lack of clarity, that you'll be willing to tolerate forever their decision to stay in the illusion. But I think what they're realizing now is, no, you are not going to tolerate that forever. Even though you truly love them, you may have said enough is enough. I'm gone, I'm out. And now they're sitting in it. They're sitting in, oh shoot. This is unknown territory. I thought you would love me forever. I thought we had an unbreakable bond. I thought I could just spin and delay and, make excuses because we are unbreakable. And if you have stepped back or if you've shown this person that is not true, it's hitting them very hard, especially if you are the divine feminine in this connection, okay? Because they're seeing the strength of that energy. And that strength in your energy, that unwillingness to deal with BS anymore, is making them ask themselves, who am I? Who am I? Why am I living in this illusion? Why am I holding on to lies in my life? Why can't I just be honest with myself? What's wrong with me? Like, I feel like they're having an identity crisis. This is the turning point. If you have withdrawn from this person and you are consistent in that, you are not looking for an outcome. It's not a strategy. It's just who you are. You've said enough is enough is enough. And that power is now redefining who this person is, because that loss finally feels real. And some people, including this person right here, loss is the only thing that brings them to reality. Okay? Nothing you said, nothing you did, not your love, not your patience. No. Complete and utter loss is what brings this person out of illusion and into reality. And that is what they're realizing right now. Wow, we are off to a very powerful start here. What else are they realizing about group one? What else are they realizing? Knight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, see? This is a confirmation. Nine of Cups. Three of Pentacles, okay. So, whether you have completely stepped back or you are planning to, or you've been doing it in phases, you know, sometimes it's not in like a tower moment. It's like more of a phase, like, you know, it's like a slower fade. So take it as it resonates for your specific journey. But if you have been either abruptly leaving this person, just cutting off all contact, or if you've been slowly fading out, you've just been like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm slowly just fading out. Again, that's what is making this person come into actual alignment, clarity, and action. Okay, I love the fact that we got this Ace of Pentacles as the central energy, because see, again, this person is not the kind of person who learns from presence. This is the kind of person who only comes to a new understanding through absence, through loss. And to me, this is the recurring theme of your reading, Group 1. Your person is realizing that they actually do want a new life, a new beginning with you. But in order to have that, they must walk away from the illusion. Eight of Cups. And this is what they've been struggling to do. Even though they may know it's the right thing to do, even though they know that if they don't walk away from their delusions, whatever that may be, right? Again, take it as it resonates for your journey. What are, in your opinion, that you know in the person that you love, what are the illusions, delusions, challenges, whatever is holding them back from loving you completely, from committing to you completely, is the delusion, is the illusion that they need to turn their back on and walk away from. But they have been struggling to do that. They've been lagging. They've been stalling. They've been taking their time. They've been spinning. They've been spiraling. They've been panicking. See all these words? It's like these are all the words and the energy of someone who is stuck and doesn't wish to gain clarity, because clarity means that they would have to make some major changes. And those are the changes that this person, your person, is afraid of making. Okay, they're stuck in that sense of like, I don't want to make that change because it's too scary, right? But at the same time, I know that the only path to happiness is by making those changes, being brave, having the courage, and embracing the happiness that I want. They want this happiness, Nine of Cups, with you. They know that their path to true happiness is you. But see, things need to be released. Look how this person, like, they're trying to release things from within them that are blocking their true happiness. And so this person is going to come towards you, Knight of Cups, even though it's a slower moving energy. They're not willing to lose you. They know that happiness is with you. So they're going to come towards you. It may be slow, it may be messy, it may not be some grand gesture, but they know where their bread is buttered, okay? They know that you are the real happiness. But in order to have you, they must let go of some sort of image of themselves. Three of Pentacles. They must let go of the way other people see them, the way they see themselves. There's something around this illusion of identity. And they know that in order to have you, in order to be happy, there's an old identity that needs to be let go of, whatever that means. Whatever that means, obligations, toxic relationships, third parties, distance, whatever that means. There's an old identity that needs to leave in order for the new one that can commit to you can arrive. Okay, that's where you guys have been stuck. And I can feel that there's been a lot of frustration for you, group 1, around this, okay? This person has been stuck. They haven't been able to let go of that old identity. What else? What else are they realizing? Because I feel like, again, this is a major moment of transition. They are realizing that this is what stands between you and them, and they can no longer waste time around it. See? Separation. Observe. Deception. See? So I feel like, again, if you have, this is another confirmation, if you have removed yourself from this person's energy, if you are no longer communicating with them, because see, this says no contact, 5D communication only, nightmares, this is your person's worst nightmare, okay? Utter and complete separation from you, total loss of your love, your warmth, your stability, your nurturing, communication with them. That is the only thing that moves this person. That complete loss of you is the only thing that makes them walk away from the things that are holding them back from you, okay? While you are there, while you are supporting them, while you are in their life, while you are regulating this person, they are not able to walk away from the things that they need to. So if you have separated from this person, right now they've gone into obsessive observation mode of you. They're obsessively wanting to know what's going on with you because they have no contact with you, right? And that's going to drive them crazy. And right now, if that's what's going on, they are deceiving themselves. They're in a short phase of deception where it's like they're trying to keep the mask on, like, I'm okay, everything's fine, I'm all right, I can deal with this, but they cannot, okay? They cannot. But for a little while, they're keeping up this facade, this mask that, no, you've left me, but I'm okay with that. You've left me, but I'm still on my path. I'm still like, you know, like I'm still holding on to my illusions, but it's going to end, okay? It's going to end because the collapse is coming. Because no matter what they do, they cannot separate from you. You guys have a powerful soul level connection. Fifth dimension, 5D coming through here both times. Regardless of the separation, regardless of you holding back, the 5D is pulling at them, pulling at them, pulling at them, okay? So they're going to collapse. They're in the process of complete collapse into clarity. And again, this holiday time is going to make it come faster, okay? A lot faster. So who is, yeah, so just focus on this Knight of Cups because it's coming, okay? They're coming towards you, even if it's slower. They're going to collapse and come towards you for sure. So who is your goddess? Rhiannon, sorceress. And what is her message for you today? You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So remember that you are powerful. You are in a time of powerful manifestation right now. So use that energy, use it wisely. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here. And when you do that, it really supports the channel, and I will see you all on the next one. Beautiful group 2 who chose this image right here and this crystal right here, as well as Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. So let's see. What are they realizing about you? So we're going to start here with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end because we'll also be finding out who is your goddess spirit guide for this reading and what is her special message for you. Romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. Taking shelter. The answers are within. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. Okay. So I feel like your person is definitely realizing your value in their life. I feel like they're going through a process of clarifying what's real, what's fake, what actually brings them happiness versus what brings them unhappiness. And in case you missed the introduction of this video, I was saying that this is a time between Thanksgiving and the New Year where people tend to seek or find clarity in ways that they don't otherwise. I feel like this is a very energetically charged time for clarity. And that's why we're doing this reading, because this is the time when big realizations tend to come. And I feel like for you, group 2, your person is definitely taking stock. Like they are rearranging how they see you and this connection, because it's bringing out a deep sense of reverence in them. Okay, they are during this time coming to see your true worth, your true value. It's not that they didn't see it before, but their love for you is now turning into a deep sense of reverence for you as well. And I feel like because they're coming to this realization, you know, expect them to become more romantic. Like, I love this romance card. See, lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. I feel like they are right now very much longing to spend more time with you, to have more romance with you, to have more, you know, one-on-one bonding time with you. For some of you, I'm feeling that might be because there might be a long distance relationship. Okay, you might not be living close enough where, so there always feels like a sense of like, oh, I don't get enough time with you. I don't see you enough. I want to see you more. For some of you, it might not be specifically like long distance, but there might be some sort of emotional distance that's been happening, right? There might be challenges. There might have been some, you know, disagreements, misunderstandings that created distance. So take it as it resonates. Sometimes distance is actual geography, and sometimes distance is emotional distance that has become physical distance. Like because you guys may be out of alignment lately, like your energies don't feel like they're aligning, maybe you diminished or decreased contact, right? Like you're not seeing each other as often, you know, you've gone within. See, taking shelter, the answers are within. Maybe this is a bit of a hermit mode. Like whenever I see this card in this deck, I always think of the hermit, because in tarot, the hermit is always carrying that lantern, looking for answers, going within, taking shelter, maybe being a little bit more quiet, being more reserved or more isolated, spending some time in solitude. So I feel like that's what your person has been doing. They've been taking shelter in their own solitude. They've been kind of cozying up in their own mind. Maybe even you have as well. Like again, when I see this card, I see a lot of like this sense of like coziness, a sense of just kind of trying to go within your own mind and your own spirit to find what your real answers are. And if that's the time that you both have been taking away to do that, there's nothing wrong with that actually, because I feel like this person, the more they're taking that time, the more they are realizing your true value, your true worth, and it's making them want to come closer. It's making them want to come into a union with you that is more romantic, like spend that more romantic time with you. Because I also feel for some of you, this person, and maybe you as well, perhaps this year has had some grief and loss. I don't know if, take it as it resonates, maybe they might have lost somebody in their lives. Maybe they've gone through some sort of a transition where they're grieving the loss of, you know, a parent, family member, maybe even grieving the loss of an old life cycle. Maybe they've, have had to let go of something in their life where they have had to start their life over again. It could even be the grief or loss of a business, a career, or a sense of something that they felt very identified with. So this person may have been dealing with sorrow around things that they needed to let go of, or that things that they were forced to let go of. And so they kind of lost that romantic feeling. They've lost, for a time, they lost that sense of romance and love because they were dealing with some sort of grief around something else, okay? But now they're realizing, coming out of all of that, how grateful, see, managed to be glad, how grateful they are for you. That's why I said, like, they're coming to this deep realization of your value in their life, maybe more so than they've ever felt before. And they're also wanting to create that happiness with you regardless of the conditions now. So again, if this person has been dealing with failure or loss of something in their life, again, whether it's money, business, career, family member, some sort of grief or loss, that grief is now turning into, you know what, I need to be happy again. I need to create my own happiness regardless of the conditions. And that happiness definitely includes you. More gratitude towards you, bringing you into their life more, wanting to spend more romantic time with you. Okay, so what else are they realizing? Ace of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Son of Swords. The World. Two of Pentacles, okay. Yeah. So yes, definitely this person, I love the Son of Swords here as the central energy because it shows us like almost like there's like a fire underneath this person now. So if you feel like up till now or in the relationship so far, there was like this lackluster energy, when somebody is kind of holding back, when they're a little slow, like, they don't feel like they're fully present in the relationship. You always feel like you have pieces of them, but you don't have the full person. I feel like that's what's been challenging this relationship. And I feel like it still comes back to this sorrow, this grief, loss, or depression. I just feel a really strong energy from this. Like there's something here in this person's life that they have been struggling with. It could be mental health issues because we do have depression here, anxiety. It could be trauma, right? Like healing, things that they need to heal from. There's some sort of deep grief, either from their past or their recent past, or something that this person has been so slow in the way that they're able to open up their heart to you, even though they love you deeply, right? So I feel like there's been a sense of very slow progress in this person. And now, again, in this energy right now, in terms of what they're realizing during this very energetically charged time, is that they don't want to play slow anymore. Okay, this is an energy of acceleration. It's an energy that now I have an urgency to move faster. I want to move towards you, okay? Because we have the World card next to it, which means that they are at the end of a cycle of that sorrow, loss, grief, depression, whatever was holding them back, whatever was slowing them down. It is now coming to an end. That cycle is ending. And because that cycle is ending, their urgency, their speed is now increasing. There's this deep desire, Ace of Wands, towards you, okay? A lot of passion energy here, lots of passion, wanting to do things differently, wanting to show you their passion, wanting to show you how they feel for you urgently, deeply, through change in action. What I love about the Ace of Wands is that it really is about doing things differently, taking action in a different way. And showing it, right? Not just through their words, but through action. And that's what I find really beautiful about this. Why? Because Five of Pentacles, they have suffered long enough. They're coming to the end of how much suffering they're willing to take on from their past or whatever it is that has been holding them back. You know how you get to a point where you feel like you've suffered enough, you feel like you've paid the price enough, you've lived in loss, grief, anxiety, depression, unhealed trauma long enough, and you can't take it anymore because it's kept you out of life. Five of Pentacles, it has kept you feeling like life and love is passing you by, and that's why this person is finally at the end of that cycle. I love it, and ready, Two of Pentacles, to make some big, clear decisions. This is so beautiful. And for many of you, you know, this, if you feel like you're on a twin flame journey, this is also the twin flame confirmation card. So take it as it resonates. Two of Pentacles, they are ready to step into different ways of behaving, different actions, and different decisions in their life. They're ready for something new. I love that the Two of Pentacles also came with the World, because this shows us there's a powerful ending to the cycle of negativity and loss that they've been in. Wow, I love this. Okay, so what else are they realizing about group 2? Potential. Fertility, family, travel. Okay, so see, now they're coming out of some cycle of loss or grief, and they've always known and seen the potential of what is possible between the two of you, but they've never fully grown it. See? The fertility part, the actual taking action towards that growth. I feel like they've never until now fully chosen to grow this relationship to its greatest potential. And now they're ready. They're coming into that place where the rubber hits the road. The rubber meets the road. They are ready to grow this relationship into its full potential here. So you may have felt that so far there's so much potential for growth in this relationship, and possibly what has been hurting you, group 2, and frustrating you is that the relationship isn't hitting its maximum. It's always stalling, it's always slow, it always feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? And that's the level of frustration that you probably have been grappling with. And now you see that that is finally breaking, right? Like this person is going to end that because they're finally coming into that world energy, the completion of the past cycle and the beginning of urgency, Son of Swords energy towards growth, right? Fast moving energy. I love it because we're also getting the travel card. I love it. This is motion. This is like the Chariot. Things are finally coming forward. And I feel like part of the reason is why, again, see, there's some sort of grief or loss that this person is coming out of. And it could even be letting go of toxic people in their life that are holding them back. And I feel like the transition is now, you are family. You are the real family. You are the person they want to build the real life with now. And they are ready for that movement towards you. I love it. Okay, so who is your goddess for this reading? Dana, High Priestess, and her message towards you is you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Wow, beautiful. So take that as it resonates. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. They're on Amazon FBA with a great price. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. It really helps me and supports the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this image right here, as well as this crystal right here, and Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini. Let's see. What are they realizing about you? So we are going to start with your oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end, because we will be finding out who is your goddess spirit guide for this reading and what is her special message for you. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Staying focused, hold the course. Painting the roses red, covering up errors. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Okay. So right now, I feel like your person is realizing that they have definitely shot themselves in the foot when it comes to you. They are in the process right now of slowing down. So I feel like this person might be somebody who has a very busy life. And not that we all don't have busy lives, but this person, take it as it resonates. For some of you, may have some sort of a job that is very, very demanding. Like they have to work long hours, or they even work like 7 days a week, or they barely get even like one day off. This person is somebody who, I'm getting the energy that when it comes to their external life, their material world, whether they have a business, sometimes because you have your own business, you're literally working around the clock, or it's just their own career or work. This is how they avoid. Okay, they use their very busy work schedule or very busy life. You know, for some of you, they might have a combination of, you know, kids from a previous relationship along with a very tight work schedule. But it's like they use that to not feel things. They use that to keep a distance emotionally. And I feel like for quite some time now, this person has almost been manic in the way that they have used this busyness to shut down emotionally, okay? And that might be something that has accelerated or become very, very obvious in the past few months. So maybe things have been strained between the two of you. Maybe you've experienced challenges, and the way this person has dealt with it is by doubling down on work, keeping themselves busy, trying not to slow down, because if they slow down, then they would have to face their pain around not being connected with you. They would have to face their pain around how they have let themselves down and let you down, and they don't want to look in that mirror. Okay, so right now I feel like, again, as I said in the introduction, this time between Thanksgiving and the New Year is a time when people sometimes are forced to slow down because the world slows down. And that is when they have to face themselves. That is when the thoughts come back in. That's when the emotions come back in. So I feel like this person has been repressing or suppressing their true thoughts or emotions about you. And now, as they might be having to be forced to be slowing down, they are engulfed, starting to become engulfed in those emotions. Like they can't just keep pushing it down. They can't just keep setting it aside, right? Their pride has also been doing that for them. So I feel like there might have been some discussion, some disagreement, some argument or misalignment that has caused a lot of stress for them when it comes to you. But there's something about them needing to protect their ego. They've been acting stubborn. They might have been acting arrogant. Inside, they are panicked and deeply afraid of losing you completely. But unfortunately, it might be coming out as they cannot express that. They can't say, I'm so scared. I feel like I'm losing you, or I miss you. I don't want to lose you. I love you. They're so afraid to say that instead they act out in either arrogant or egoic ways. Like their ego takes over. They act stubborn. They act resistant. You know, why? Because instead of owning up to the mistakes that they've made, they're trying to cover up their errors, right? Again, I feel like this person means well. They do love you. They deeply care for you, but they might be somebody who has not yet dealt with how their ego can ruin relationships, or their ego can push you away when they're actually trying to bring you closer. Like they're longing to bring you closer, and then their ego takes over and it makes them act in a way that pushes you away instead of bringing you closer. And it's such a contradiction because it results in the opposite of what they want. But what they're really doing is they're letting their ego cover up their mistakes. Okay? So I feel like this person right now, they're realizing this, but it's very slow. It's not the fastest realization because it's coming slowly as they're having more time off, or they're slowing down because they have to. And so I feel like they're resisting it by saying, no, I have to stay focused on my work. I have to stay focused on my responsibilities. I need to hold the course. That's their ego still talking, okay? But underneath that, they are starting to realize that it's their ego and it's the way in which they might have argued with you, resisted you, been stubborn, tried to counter argue with you, trying to protect themselves. They're starting to realize that that is actually making them lose you. And so now the panic is slowly but surely setting in that, you know, they could lose you forever if they don't stop this. Okay, let's go deeper. What else are they realizing? The High Priestess, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Lovers, Death. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. So they realize, they absolutely know and realize that you completely see through them. Group 3, High Priestess. They know that you are incredibly powerful, spiritual, and aligned with yourself. They know this. And they know that a lot of what they have been expressing, the way they've been acting lately, has been more about bravado, you know? Again, I keep coming back to this card right here of pride, arrogance, ego. I feel like they know in whatever conflict that they've been having with you, and take it as it resonates for your journey, what is the conflict between you and this person? They know that you are the one who is right. They know you see through them, you see through the depths of them into their soul in a way nobody else does. You hold up the mirror where they are seeing who they really are, and they feel simultaneously totally magnetized by it, like so obsessively into you because of that, because you represent truth. You represent spiritual power. You represent clarity. They're so magnetized to it, but they also run away from it because they're afraid of the consequences of it. So this person tends to still get stuck in trying to cover up themselves with that bravado, but they know that it doesn't work. But that's kind of all they have in their bag of tricks right now, you know? It's not that they're a bad person or anything, but they haven't emotionally evolved to a level of more maturity, right? So when they feel cornered, when they feel exposed, when they feel like you see the true them, all their flaws, all their mistakes, all the things that they're trying to cover up, they respond back with arrogance and bravado in order to cover those things up. But they know that it's not working. They know that you see through them very clearly, okay? So this is why they realize that this is very much what I was talking about before, in their pursuit of the Ten of Pentacles, in their pursuit of some sort of, like I said, their long hours, career, finances, reputation, in their pursuit of outside gain, they know that inside they're losing you because they're using this Ten of Pentacles not in the way it's supposed to be done. They're using it as a shield. They're not using Ten of Pentacles energy authentically to try to build something. They're using the Ten of Pentacles energy as a shield to cover up their true emotions, okay? And so they're realizing, Ace of Wands, the only way to truly be with you is to do things differently, to do things radically differently than the way they have done them before, okay? Why? Because they absolutely love you. Lover's energy, like they cannot let go of this love. They don't want to let go of this love. And, you know, I love this deck, but the one thing I don't like about it is why they have to put a third-party situation on the Lover's card. So if you're in that, take that as it resonates because it does show up on this particular card. But it doesn't have to, but it doesn't change the fact that you are still the one they love. Absolutely, completely. And they're realizing how deeply they are afraid of losing you. They're deeply afraid that you will reject them, you will walk away completely, and they'll never hear from you again. That is their greatest fear. They cannot manage the fear of this death. They cannot manage the fear of the relationship with you, the connection with you ending, okay? That will feel like a death to them. They're not able to say it to you. They don't have the courage to say it to you. They don't want to show that kind of vulnerability. Again, I feel like this person definitely defaults to ego or arrogance, and that covers up their vulnerability. That makes them feel safe because they don't want the vulnerability of admitting that their greatest fear that will feel like death to them is losing you. Okay, wow. But they do realize that the only way to not have that death is Ace of Wands, to do things differently, to do things very differently than the way that they've done them before. So let's go deeper. What else are they realizing? Hidden path, settling, unawakened beliefs. Yeah, so they're definitely struggling. They know that it's a now or never. Like the energy I'm getting is that you've had enough of waiting, settling, you know, waiting for them to figure out themselves, waiting for them to get over themselves. Because again, I feel like you, group 3, are very aware of the ego problems here, okay? And you are kind of done with those ego problems. You're sick of it. Like you're just like, you know what? It's all right. I don't need you. I feel like there's an energy here. This person is also very much realizing that they need you more than you need them. Even though they have bravado, even if they're acting casual, like, oh, it's no big deal, you know, if you don't want to be in my life, then okay, it's your choice. But that's not true. That is absolutely not true. That is a fake kind of deflection that they're putting out, okay? And they're realizing that you are not going to settle for less, okay? You're not the settling kind. So they're very much afraid, okay? They're very much afraid of the consequences of how they have seemed unawakened to this connection, even though inside they are awakened, but they've been acting like they're not. Okay, inside they're deeply tuned into you, deeply awakened in this connection, but they're acting with that bravado and arrogance as if they are unawakened. Okay, and they know that you're not going to settle for that. You're not. So they're also understanding that it's their own beliefs that are hiding the path towards you, towards what they really want. Like, they are their own worst enemy. They are self-sabotaging having union with you because there's something in their own beliefs about themselves. There's something in their own ego that is keeping the path towards you hidden, where you don't feel like you truly have each other. You only have each other halfway because this person tends to block. Okay, so they are realizing that it's their own beliefs that are keeping them from you, and that's why I believe that they are going to finally drop the bravado. They're going to drop the arrogance, because again, the truth of the matter is that they need you. They need you more than you need them. But right now, they've been kind of in that, I'm going to play it casual. I'm not going to show my vulnerability. But as soon as they realize that you will be gone, you're not going to put up with it, all of that mask, all of that bravado, that arrogance is going to fall, because again, their greatest fear is losing you. So yeah, this person, just let them wallow right now. But they're going to drop it. They're going to drop it big time, because that Ace of Wands is a central energy. So they're going to drop all this arrogance, and they're going to start behaving differently towards you because they don't want to lose you. And your goddess for this reading is Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. I love it. See, there's another confirmation. Don't worry about this person. It's all going to be fine. It's going to fall into place. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. These are on Amazon FBA with a great price. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. It really helps me and supports the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.